All right, legends, how is everybody doing today? Let's analyze the situation here for Bitcoin. Pure technical analysis, of course, going through some news. I'm going to go and through the updates of the copy trading. Of course, I will be starting very shortly. How is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy that like button, guys, on your way in. It's going to be a banging one. I am going to go through some scenarios here for Bitcoin, higher time frame, lower time frame, what is going on here at this consolidation, okay, explaining level to level what is going on here and what are some potential scenarios that we need to take into consideration for our trading setups, guys. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if you can hear the music. I'm testing out another software here, guys, so if you see something strange, let me know in the comment section. I want to go through Bitcoin lower time frame analysis. I want to go through the DXY, the dollar index, maintaining this level of support. I don't like it one single bit, guys. This level is maintaining very nicely as support. We could be getting a bounce in the coming days. And of course, this is not great. This is not great for Bitcoin, of course. I want to take a look at the liquidity. We're going to take a look at CVD divergence. We're going to take a look at many different things, very important news and data that is going on around the world. Most importantly, focusing on the technical analysis. We do not do fundamentals. We do technical analysis here. Let me know if you can hear me, if the music's okay, if you can hear my voice pretty good. And we'll dive in straight into the comment section, say hello to the community. I want to go through this possible bullish scenario, these bullish events, okay, that could bring, no doubt, in my opinion, there's data out there. There's these charts that are telling us that the Bitcoin bull market top is far away from being here, right? The top was not at $74,000. This is what the data is telling us. This is what the charts are telling us. And we are going to see all-time high again, potentially in the next coming weeks, right? I'm not going to say days, but overall, we would be expecting the price to hit all-time high at some point. Now, I'm going to go through the comment section. I will be going through some updates here regarding the copy trading. We are full on the copy trading here. We're already at 200, so I'm going to start here in the next coming days. I want to go through for all of those people, first of all, that are doing copy trading, about the settings, okay? It is very important that the settings, if you are investing for example, $500 here, you need to go with a fixed amount. This is what I would suggest. Fixed ratio is very complex based on the percentages. I would just go with a fixed ratio here, the fixed amount. If you, for example, if you are putting $500 here on the copy trading, I would go with about 10 to 5% of the amount for every single trade that I am going to put in, okay? Very important. I would not go put 500 here, right? If your total investment is $500, I wouldn't place $500 per single trade, right? This is going to be a long-term thing, right? You're going to see my chart, how it grows slowly and consistently with the percentages, all right? You ain't going to see me like these lunatics right over here that basically. And if you missed out, guys, and this does well and the commissions are not too high, I will open another account. Okay, I've got a few DMs asking me, hey, it's full, can't the number go higher? And apparently not. Okay, I've been chatting to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 here to basically talk about if there can be another 100 or 200 people joining in, and apparently not. I would have to open another account, which is a bit of a, it is what it is. However, like I said, when you take a look at these characters on copy trading, the charts are extremely volatile. They're very volatile. They are not sustainable. Okay, they are not sustainable. There are a lot of up and downs, you know, up 60% and then back down. Look at this one right over here, big pump, then a big dump, right? And then once you go to the page 2 and 3, this is when you start seeing, you know, what there is out there. And this is absolutely crazy. It's insane. It's insane. A lot of people taking a lot of risk. And this is what there is with traders out there. There's people not managing their risk at all. And you just get them getting a huge, massive losses in a matter of days, right? And then when you go to page 7, 8, 9, it's like 90%, 90%, 90%. Yeah. You will not see this with my copy trading. With my copy trading, you're just going to see a slow and sustainable growth. You won't see me making 100% gains in a couple of weeks. That is not going to happen. This is not how I trade. I trade based on small positions and sustainable growth with very good risk management. So potentially, you know, in a couple of weeks, you're going to see 5%, and then another few weeks, you're going to see 10, 15%, and just a sustainable growth. And the idea is to make 100, 200%, right, in several months, right? This is not fast, not get rich, not make massive gains in a matter of 1-2 weeks. Trading does not work like this. If you're risking too much, you're going to end up like these characters right over here that are just, you know, it's just insane. It's just insane. From page 3, there's only losses. So yeah, you ain't gonna see this volatility with my copy trading. Just so you know, right? Maybe some people are expecting, wow, you know, I'm expecting a 200% gain in a matter of a few weeks. And no, let me just tell you that this is going to be a slow, consistent growth, okay? And it's very important for all of those people that are doing the copy trading that they place a 10 to 5% approximately from what they're putting in. So if you put $1,000, I would go with $100 per trade, right? Or $50 per trade, right? If you're going with 500, then make 10%. If you're going with, you know, 2,000, then go with 200 or 100. Keep it in between 5 and 10% per trade. And obviously follow here copy traders margin, copy traders leverage, okay? Because obviously if I'm risking here, I'm going to go with $10,000 with, you know, on this account, because, you know, I'm trading on 𝗖𝗏𝗃, on Bybit, but on this one, I'm going to go with 10,000. And if I'm risking $1,000 on that trade, don't worry, that $1,000 is not going to get liquidated. I'm having stop losses, so I'll be risking $200-300 as a stop loss, okay? Not the $1,000. So just so you get that ratio, very important to explain this for the people if they want to get, you know, go through the settings, all right, on the copy trading here on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, right? Had to be said. That was done. For anybody, if this goes well and the commissions are not too high on the trade profits, then I will be doing another account very well in the next coming weeks or maybe months. Let's see how this goes with the commissions, because I know commissions can be very punchy here on copy trading. This is why I haven't done it with other platforms. I've spoken to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Commissions do look pretty relatively good, so it should be pretty good and sustainable in time. Now, anybody that is not doing copy trading, it doesn't matter. I'll probably do another account, you know, in the next coming weeks or months. This is going to be no KYC the entire year of 2024. Okay, this is the good thing about 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. They have proof of reserves, and they're extremely legit, very transparent, and they're no KYC. They're moving billions of dollars of 24-hour volume, and they're scaling up very, very fast. I think they have the potential to be the next, you know, possibly the next Bybit or the next, wouldn't say Binance, but they're going to be very, very big. They're already quite big. And I know that they're going to be no KYC. And you got an exclusive bonus down below, right, for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Let's crack on. That had to be said, guys, about the setting. Very important, because I don't, you know, this is very risky, guys. You might get some people not knowing what the heck to do with the settings, and you need to understand this. Don't go with a whole account or per trade, okay? Very important to say. It was said, it was mentioned. Let's go through the comment section and we'll dive in through the Bitcoin technical analysis and understand what the heck is going on here, right? It's level to level. These are beautiful ranges, great for trading. And I'm going to explain several trading setups that have happened during today and what are the levels we need to pay attention for the next trading scenario. Let's go. Nice, go bluffing. Daniel, thanks for joining the stream. Sorry about that, chat, guys. This is important. My reputation is here for the copy trading. Just imagine, I burn the account in 1 week, which is not going to happen. I can already tell you that. Many years since I haven't burnt an account. This is going to be slow and sustainable. I will only be getting into high probability trading setups because my reputation is here. It's on the copy trading. Just imagine, I burn my account and I'm down 60% in a few weeks. I can already tell you it's not going to happen. It's going to be small losses, small gains, but sustainable in time. That's how you trade, right? So anyway, it had to be explained. Let's go through the comment section. Felipe, Legends, how are you doing? 𝗬𝗫, short or long? Well, very good question. We'll go through the levels. We'll go through the levels right away, just so you understand how, I will go through the levels in just a minute. Goldstar, hey, watch and listen. How are you doing? We pump past 65.5. It's on like Donkey Kong. Pump or dump. This is the problem. What's up, Legends? Devolt, how are you doing? Andy, bring the alpha. I will do right away. What a pump that we've just had here suddenly out of nowhere. Almost $1,000 pump in a matter of minutes just in the last hour. Thiago, what's up? Brett, Chup Legends, Esteban, hey Andy, what's the setup for your copy trading? I've explained that, okay? Copy trade, woohoo. Yes, it's happening, guys. Is there divergence valid for sell? Don't know what you're talking about. Jeppe here. Frank, how are you doing? Alan, good afternoon. Razan, Jonathan, thank you for the copy trading. No worries. This is going to be slowly. I did put $1,000. Well, let's, like I said, it's going to be a slow, consistent, all right, growth. And I'm just going to go on high probability trades. I cannot play around with this. My entire reputation is right over here on the copy trading, okay? So I will only get into high probability. Don't expect 100% gain, all right, from your account in a week. It's not going to happen. It's very slow, consistent growth. Long in Ethereum is killing me. Good morning, Illuminati. Warren McFly, hey, what's up from Fort Worth, Texas? How are you doing, Warren? Right, Aditya, thanks for joining the stream. Jonathan, I saw a guy with 500. Right, you saw a guy with 500 on copy trading, and Andy we trust, says Thiago. Yeah, don't worry. Your reputation is immaculate, says Philip. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for that. So yeah, it's good, and I think it's good for me, for my reputation, to see a copy trading account with a 6-month track record, right, that has a nice sustainable growth. Even though if it's just 50% in 6 months, it is, the good thing is to see that high sustainable growth, right? That's the whole plan, and that's how you trade. Of course, people that are trading with $200 or $300, right, they ain't going to make massive gains. But of course, if you put 2, 3, 5, 10,000, then you know it's going to be a nice side hustle right there. Let's go. We can always add to the copy trading. Possibly, yes. You're going to have to check if you can do so. All right. What indicator is this? This is no indicator. Let's go right away. Sanad, thanks for the super chat. Let's dive in right away through the pure technical analysis here on Bitcoin. This is a chart. This is no indicator. This right over here is the global liquidity index in candlesticks. And what I want to share about this is the massive downtrend that we've had on the global liquidity index. Of course, this is since we had the interest rates going up since 2022 very aggressively. And no doubt that the liquidity has been going down for the last 2 years, right? Now, this is really not sustainable, okay? If not, the US economy is going to break down very shortly in the coming months. This is why interest rates will be going down. They're going to cut interest rates very likely in the next 2, 3, 4 months. We do have the US election in November, and it's usually been quite bullish inside of the 6-12 months, right? For the stock market, for Bitcoin, for many of the markets. Okay, this right over here is the US presidential election, and what we can see here that every year of the elections, basically back in 2012, 2016 and 2020, we've had a bullish effect 6-12 months, all right, after the elections. I think this is the overall plan as well. We've had a devastating, liquidity crunch. Markets have been doing quite good. S&P 500 hitting all-time highs during the last few months. Bitcoin as well, major rally. And what this is telling me that, oh my goodness, if this is going to shift, if the liquidity is going to shift and they are going to print, a few $1 trillion, right? You get the deal. This is what happens with the economy. If they do start pumping a few $1 trillion, then no doubt that we will likely see a rally on Bitcoin and many of the other markets, right? In general, crypto market as well, right? Very, very good to see that interest rate going down and the global liquidity, right, going up, because this is really not too sustainable to go down for the next 12, 18 months, right? This has to shift at some point. And once this shifts, okay, and we get a bit of money printing, then that will definitely help the massive bull run, right? The problem is, when will it shift? Well, we can speculate that it will start shifting by the end of the year into that election, okay, in November. We have interest rates that are going to be cut in, I don't know, maybe it's going to be July, maybe it's going to be September. We know it's going to happen at some point. So could we see a bit of bearishness in the coming months? Yes, no doubt. It's possible. We could hit all-time high, then come back down. It's going to be a little bit of a turbulent few months, in my opinion. We ain't going to see Bitcoin at $100,000 in the next 2 months. It's just unlikely to happen. So we're going to get a lot of choppiness. We might hit all-time high, then get a big corrective move, and then to the end of the year, starting into 2025, once we get the interest rates going down, right, that could have a bearish effect in the short term. It's always had a bearish effect in the short term. As soon as interest rates go down, that means that the economy is not doing well, and we need fresh money in the economy. So after that shift, we would expect a big, massive recovery in the market, right? That's kind of a little bit of my prediction, a little bit of what I see looking at the data. So just a little bit of a high time frame here, analysis, basically, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this small little explanation on what could happen and why this is likely to shift the global liquidity. So yeah, let's go through Bitcoin technical analysis, right? I know most of you are here for the pure technical analysis on Bitcoin. And what is going on here? We got a bit of trend lines, a bit of volume profile. We got a few levels here. I'm going to explain every single level here. So stay for the education. Don't stay for the signals. Stay for the education here, and the education so you can fish on your own, right? By the next coming days, weeks, months, years. So let's go right away with the technical analysis. There's a few levels here, and I want to explain a little bit what's happened, right? Let's just, on the higher time frame, let's understand that we did break this lower high resistance trend line, and we're maintaining it as support very nicely during the last few days. So we are staying above this lower high resistance support level. What we do see here as well is the value area low from the entire trading range in between March and April. This is also maintaining as support. So no doubt that the bulls have a slightly sign of strength here to maintain this level. If this level is lost, not to worry. We'll be talking about levels of support here that we do have not too far away. As long as we are above round about $61,000, I would speculate that this is still bullish, and I will explain right away. Of course, you are above the lower high resistance trend line, and you also have a naked point of control. And I know we like to fake out below the value levels, right? This will not be this does not mean that the price is going to move down here very aggressively. We'll be analyzing how the price reacts. This naked point of control, which is the highest level, the strongest level basically that we do have available. This naked point of control right there is purely based on the price action of the 3rd of May, which was on last Friday. We could move down there. This would still look very impulsive and this would still look very corrective. So we would have to see the price getting a little bit of a reaction here, consolidation, forming a little bit of a range to understand that this could actually reverse. We are holding as well something to point out here. The weekly level, right? The weekly level from last week's close, right? Anybody that is not aware, that weekly level is sitting at $63,000. This is where we are bouncing consistently here during the last 24 hours. When we do zoom in on the chart, yesterday's close, right? And let me just dive in through the weekly here so people can understand, right? Because I got a lot of people that do not understand technical analysis. Weekly, daily levels, monthly levels are very important to mark up on the chart because it gives you a good solid level, right? It's the weekly open from last week and the weekly close from the previous week, right? So previous week open is important. It's an important level, right? We always want to mark these weekly closes and opens, right? Because they do react on the chart. We can see it, right? We can see it during the last 24 hours. Look at that weekly level. You know, price is just absolutely bouncing from that level. We just tested it just 2 hours ago. We got an epic bounce of $1,000. So these weekly levels are definitely levels to take into consideration and have them on the chart. Now, I want to talk a little bit of the levels of resistance. You know, I am speculating that this could be a topping range, and the main reason why is just looking at this, and it's very, very complex. I hate Elliott wave theory. I hate it and I love it because you just have so many different scenarios, and as in bullish or bearish, there's always a bullish one and there's always a bearish one. You never have there's always one that has slightly higher probability, no doubt. But when we do take a look at this rise, okay, you could arguably discuss that all of this is one wave in a 1-2-1-2 or in a 1-2 right there, and you have a third wave and a fourth wave and a fifth wave, or this is still part of the third wave and this is the fourth wave and you're going to get another fifth wave. It gets really, really complex, and I think, you know, there's multiple scenarios. What I am speculating on here is you either take the highs one more time here and struggle very much to continue to the upside, which is going to be a very challenging zone. The main reason why is because we have a bunch of liquidity. If we do get above 65,600, which is previous day highs, you're just $1,500 away in sweeping up a huge amount of short liquidations. We're talking about billions of dollars here. We're talking about $3-4 billion in short liquidations at the above $67,000 basically. So looking at a possible rejection here from previous day highs, right? Either in a swing failure pattern or a failed auction, just like we did right over here from the local highs from Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday, we got the movement to the upside and a very, very nasty failed auction, right? It looked very nice. There was some nice long setups here on the lower time frame based on volume strategy. However, we ended up in a big corrective move. So what I do see here, and I'll go through the comment section right away, guys, is we either do a B, a C wave down, and this is going to be extremely interesting, right? This would be a moment where people will fear. People will be like, oh my goodness, this ain't looking too great. We're moving down here. We're back down to 57, 56K. And we're just going to have to wait patiently for a little bit of the reaction here and form a little bit of a consolidation so we can see that the bears are losing steam right there. And then here is the zone that we are looking for, the double, triple bottom range, right? As I like to say, those are that is the range where you have the highest probability scenarios when you form a range and you're hitting a high confluence zone. So this high confluence zone here that we do have is the lows of the range of the last few days, which if we do get the fixed volume profile from this consolidation that we've had during May, the 4th of May, 5th of May, 6th of May, right? This little range that we've formed here today, you know that when you get back down to test the lows of this range, you have high probability in getting a bounce, right? Especially if you are creating choppiness. You created choppiness here yesterday. I love choppiness. This is where we can get into some epic trading setups. So the choppiness here was telling us that the price is holding, and you know you can get a significant bounce to the next level of resistance, right? In this case, just keeping it basic, it would be these lows right there that are acting as resistance, right? Which is with the point of control of this range. So there was a trading setup that was mentioned yesterday on the Legends trading community, right? Where I was talking about a double bottom here, test the previous day lows that were not tested here with the move from yesterday. So it was a matter of being patient, right? This was a setup here that was mentioned in the Legends trading community. If there's anybody from the Legends trading community, they can confirm that right way and not say, you know, that I am a liar. This was not mentioned. But yeah, basically we did a front run here just on this drop that we had yesterday. A little bit of education, guys. It's always good for education. We'll go through some scenarios right now. Don't worry. And basically we did a front run, and I was saying, hey, there's unfinished business here. You know, this is unfinished business. We cannot move down here and get an epic bounce of $500 and not come down to test this low. I want to see this low tested from the range. It's not good enough for me to take a long position. And what happened here is we then came down after a few hours and created that swing failure pattern. We finally did test that low from Sunday, giving you the possibility to enter a long position. This did get a bounce of over $1,000, and no doubt that this bounce right over here was basically getting resistance from this high peak on the volume profile, right? So just a little bit of a level to level. Then we obviously came back down again and then came up to the value area high just today of this entire range. The main reason why this is resistance, it is the value area high of this consolidation of the last few days, right? This is also the previous day highs. I'm just going to zoom in on the 15-minute time frame. And this is a strategy that I mentioned many times, Legends, many times. This is a strategy that I mentioned many times, where you have, okay, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to remember this strategy if you have been following and you haven't been, you know, fucking off and unsubscribing. Sorry, my language there, but this strategy is extremely important and it's very effective, okay? And it will get you moves of, you know, $500, maybe $1,000. You know, you just need to manage risk accordingly. But when you get a major drop or a major pump, okay, and you form a first dead cat bounce and the price continues to the downside in whatever form, it doesn't matter, you have a high probability that at some point you are going to come back up to test the first lower high dead cat bounce from a major drop or a major pump. It doesn't matter, right? You're moving up, you get down, boom, you test the first dead cat bounce high or the first higher low from the rejection, and that is a bouncing point. It's a bouncing point, okay? Or a rejection point in this case. And this is basically what happened here at this level, right? You have a major large move on the lower time frames that happened yesterday, Monday, right? You had this range over here, and then woof, you get a major move down in the first dead cat bounce, and you're moving down here. As you can see, you can use a 15-minute, 5-minute time frame. It doesn't matter. It's a day trade setup. It's a scalping day trade setup. So what happened here is the price action today moved up to that level, and you created an exact swing failure pattern from that dead cat bounce high right there, okay? First dead cat bounce high from the major drop is a level that you always want to take into consideration to get into a short position and manage risk very well. Strategies, it's a great strategy. These strategies happen maybe once or twice a week. We don't get massive volatile moves every single day because we do go into ranges. But overall, it is a very, very good strategy, by the way. So anyway, let's talk about the next levels that are important here on the chart and what we could expect for the price of Bitcoin right away. Not sure if the CME gap was fully filled at 62,590. I think it was, Phil. Let me go quickly here to the CME gap right away. And I think it was filled. CME gap was, yes, filled, legends. Let's go right away and take a look at that. I think it was filled here quite successfully. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, CME gap was filled. You said 62,000. Is there another one? I'm not sure if there's another one. Yeah, the CME gap was filled, okay, with yesterday's price action. Let's go right away. And I want to go through, there's a super chat. Let's go right away. Let's go right away through, my goodness, trading is an absolute, you got to love this, guys. You got to love trading if you want to succeed, because it's a headache. No doubt it is a headache to manage risk, look at the levels, higher time frame, lower time frame. It is seriously a job. Anybody that really wants to leave their job and focus on trading, trading is not to have your laptop on the beach, right? As you see with these crazy adverts from people out there with their Lambos. Yeah, it's not. It's not like that, and it's definitely something that you need to be fully dedicated. But it does pay off, because it does pay off very, very nicely in the end, because you basically can trade. I like to be many hours on the charts every day. I love it. But you can be 2 hours. You can look for a scalp of $200 and that is it, right? Small little move, get in, get out, boom, make $1,000 or something, or whatever you can allow yourself to gain, and call it a day, right? Anyway, passion is key. Generally, you have to like looking at charts. Yes, of course. This is the thing. I really like to analyze the levels, the reactions, and understand it. Right. Most important, understand it, because the first year of trading is, what the heck is this? And you get so mixed up. You get a messy chart like I have right now. Okay, I try to organize my charts here with the object tree, but you end up with a big messy chart, right? These are only previous day levels. Let's talk about why the price, also mentioning this strategy here that I talked about, guys, that happens. This did get a dump of over $1,000, which is pretty cool. It's good. We came back down to the value area low. You need to acknowledge that this is support, possibly for taking profit, or basically for taking profit. You're at the value area low of the range. So if you did short here and you're moving down quite aggressively, I mean, I was expecting these lows to possibly be taken, but we are at crucial support as well. If you are shorting here, you need to understand that this zone is extreme support. So if you are shorting from, say, this value area high, or the first dead cat bounce swing failure pattern, and you come down to this area and you're not taking profits, you need to understand that, hey, this is massive level of support. It's the value area low of the range. It is the weekly level that's just been tested again, got an epic bounce of $1,000. It's support. And when you're level to level trading, okay, you need to understand where to enter the positions, where to take those profits, where to be defensive. So it's a bit of level to level trading here when you're in a range. Big support, big support right here at this level. Orlandi, Bluffin has a trader with 500 copy traders of 500 slots. Maybe you don't need another account, says Pedro. Thank you very much. I did speak to someone. He said it was not available, but let me ask again. And I'm going to say, hey, somebody in my community said that there is 500 slots available for the copy trading. I will definitely ask if they are going to get that slot bigger. Then I will obviously be talking about it during the next live streams and updates, of course. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be a slow, sustainable growth. Don't expect massive gains. If you're putting $200, don't expect that it's going to double in a matter of a week. Okay. I'm going to do slow, sustainable, high probability trading setups only here on Bluffing. But I want to incentive you to actually do your trading as well. As you are copy trading me here on Bluffing, why not, if you are experienced, do a bit of trading yourself with the education that is provided here on YouTube and give it a go, right? Give it a go on trading by yourself here. The good thing about Bluffing, it is no KYC, and it's going to be no KYC for a long, long time. Of course, I still stand by Bybit. Bybit is my #1 crypto trading platform. Been trading here for over 5 years right now. They are the #1 crypto exchange based on transparency, on track record, no issues at all. For me, they are #1, and they are the most legit platform out there. Okay, so if I would suggest anyone to trade with huge amounts of capital, it has to be Bybit. Bybit is the most legit and #1 crypto exchange for trading. I gotta say, I've been trading here for over 5 years now, and you got the bonuses down below for Bybit as well. Okay, the thing is with Bybit, it's KYC, and a lot of people do not want to KYC, or they cannot trade on Bybit based on wherever they are. And the good thing about Bluffing, it is no KYC, and a lot of people are herding to the no KYC exchanges. Let's go right away, guys. Right. If you are short, you are wrong, says Zindagi. Oh, okay. Look, let me just explain here. And he's got a clown emoji here. Hey, be respectful, my man, or I will get you out of the comment section. Look, we talk about longs and shorts, okay? We talk about day trading and scalping scenarios. This is a range where you can long and short all day long based on the range that you have. No doubt that the price looks pretty strong here to get a move to the upside above $65,000. I understand that. And no doubt that these lows are acceptable to get into a long position at the $63,000. Why? Like I explained before, we are hitting the weekly level, which is very strong support. We are getting supported from the value area low from this small range of the last couple of days. We are also maintaining as support of the value area low of the entire range of March and April. So yeah, I would say that day trade swing long, yeah, you have definitely a good attempt here from 63K to get all the way back up $65,000 and possibly attempt to hit $67,000. Why? Because you have a bunch of short liquidations, billions of dollars above 67K, okay? So don't get me wrong. Don't say that I am wrong if I am short, because I will get you out of the stream right away. You can short and you can long responsibly when you're doing trading. So get the heck out of here. Don't tell me where I'm wrong and where I'm not. We're talking about ranges. We're talking about possible trading levels, okay? You can short, you can long, all right? Don't tell me I'm wrong. Get the heck out of here. Let's go right away. Brett, you can also lose a lot of money always holding in a bull run. Yeah, no doubt. You need to take profits, no doubt, in the bull run. When we have when we have the bull run, and you need to take profits. Okay, there was a nice, cool video. I think it was cool. It's a brief explanation on. There's a lot of speculation out there, guys, of Bitcoin's going to hit $150,000. Bitcoin's going to hit 250. We got 𝗬𝗄𝗃 Woods saying, I don't know, $3 million in the next 5 years. These are just random speculative numbers out there. I would already consider, okay, we're going to have to analyze very carefully how the price breaks all-time high. okay, we're going to have to analyze very, very carefully how the price breaks all-time high in the next coming weeks or months if we do get a deeper corrective move, right? We're going to have to see, okay? No doubt that the percentage gains are going lower and lower, right? And a good way to take a look at this, these vertical lines, they are the halving. And when we do take a look at percentage gains, all right, we need to know that there is diminishing returns, okay? So from the 2012 bull market halving, there was a pump, okay, in a matter of 1 year, 13 months, right, give or take, of 10,000%, right? That's massive. That's almost 100x right there. From the next halving, right, the price on the next halving, it was almost a 3,000%, right? 2,700 approximately, right? We're not going to go too much into the exact number, but there's no doubt diminishing returns. This was almost 4 times less on the next cycle. From the halving of the previous one in 2020 to the all-time high, it was a 600% gain almost. So that is already 4 times, even 5 times less than the previous one. So if we are going to calculate that it's going to be 3-4 times, well, maybe 5 times less, right? If we're going to say that it's 5 times less, just to give a number of diminishing returns, we're looking at a 100 to 200% pump from this halving right over here, and a 100 to 200% pump from the halving date would be in between 120,000 and 180,000 approximately. That would be a zone that I would consider taking some profits in between 120 and 180,000. I know it's a big range. You're like, hey, why don't you give an exact target? We never know, but this would be already a good zone to DCA out. There is a lot of people that are saying that, and I do see the possibility of a super cycle based on pure mass adoption and global currencies absolutely collapsing, which is happening. And no doubt I would never sell all of my Bitcoin, because this could be an adoption curve at the end of the day. S curves, you need to Google adoption curves, and this very much looks like it is following an adoption S curve. Adoption S curve, you can see it with the automobile, electricity, social media, telephone, right? All of these different things that we have adopted during the last 100 years, 150 years, they follow an S curve where the adoption goes very, very strongly at the beginning, right? For all of those people that can afford that new technology or get in early, basically. And then it flattens out, and then the adoption starts going crazy as soon as the logistics, or, now with social media, of course, adoption grows very, very fast with the logistics and social media. And I'm very much aware that we could be forming a super cycle, which is based on mass adoption in the next coming years. So I would not sell all of my Bitcoin. On the previous cycle, I only sold 25% of my Bitcoin in 2021. I would have sold more, but you never want to sell everything. I made massive profits here. I was happy with that. But obviously when you move down, it's like, I should have taken more profits, right? So nevertheless, this is going to be a zone where it's just going to be scaling out 10%, 20%, 30% profit. And if we come back down in a brutal bear market, then I would say, well, at least I've taken profits, right? From what I've been buying during the last 2 years. So I would never sell all of the Bitcoin, because we could get into a huge, massive super cycle, which is always possible, guys. We can never say that is not going to happen. It's definitely possible based on adoption of the countries, right? There's big players, ETFs, right? We never know how this could play out in a huge super cycle, because you think about these people very much know and understand Bitcoin, and they do see it as a possible threat to be a global, I wouldn't say a global reserve currency, but basically a global store of value, right? A global store of value. And these big players, they don't want you to buy Bitcoin at 10K or 20K. They don't want you to buy Bitcoin at these low levels. I can already tell you that. So it does make sense as well, right? We get people extremely bearish saying, oh my goodness, there's going to be an ABC massive bear market. We're going to go down below $10,000. It is very much possible option. This would be the ultimate buying zone, no doubt. This would be the ultimate buying opportunity. However, if Bitcoin were to go down there, there'll be something very bad happening in the world. I can already tell you that if Bitcoin goes down below $15,000, there will be a very bad global situation if we see Bitcoin beneath $15,000 in the next, give or take 1 to 2 years. Anyway, let's go with the smash up the like button, guys. Why not say smash up the like button if you enjoy the education, my point of view, my analysis. Smash up the like button, guys, if you enjoy being here. And I'm going to go through the comment section. It's about time. Sorry, guys. I've been here over 10 minutes right now without going through the comment section. And you guys deserve it. You guys deserve it, especially the ones that smashed up the like button. I know if you've smashed up the like button. If you haven't, I won't read your comment. You know that. Only joking. I wish I could know. I wish I could know. Anyway. Let's go right away. Hey, what's going on here? We got someone here calling clown to someone. Is that to me? Snowman. Respect the people. Respect the people. Come on. Let's go. 𝗶𝗫𝘆, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Pablo Barragan, isn't the 50K to 52K level a better support? It's the 382 Fibonacci. We can go through that right away. Why not? Isn't the how do you think about that? Someone in the comment section saying that if you're short, you're wrong. Hey, you can short, you can long, you can scalp and day trade the ranges. Come on, stop it. Maybe we are at very strong support, no doubt. We got here Pablo that is saying we have a much better support at $52,000, no doubt. It's the 382 Fibonacci. From what pivot though? From what pivot are you taking a look at that zone? We got an old weekly level here, by the way. Well, I think it's an old weekly. Let's get that out of the chart. We don't need that weekly out there. The $52,000 range is 382 Fibonacci. Is that from this pivot low to the pivot high? Or from what pivot? Yeah, it's not. Is that from the lows of the bear market? Is that from the lows of the bear market? Let me get logarithmic out of the way here. Let me just zoom in. From the pivot low right there to the pivot high. Yeah, okay. From the ultimate low of the bear market, we do have the 382 at around about $52,000. It is no doubt a strong support level. This was explained a few live streams ago. No doubt it is strong support. That is because, not only because of the 382 from the low of the bear market, we do have from this pivot low of January to the all-time high, the 618. This is a clear pivot low to take a look at Fibonacci retracement to the all-time high. So we got 382 from the low of the bear market in 2022. And from this pivot low of this macro trend, we do have the 618. Not only that, we have that beautiful consolidation that has left us a beautiful high volume node. This is a bouncing zone. We like it. Yeah, this is going to bounce. The price is going to bounce at $52,000. That is for sure. Will the bounce be massive, or will it be a $500 bounce? Well, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. Will it be an epic bounce, or will it be just a bounce and a back down? This is something that we'll have to analyze once we hit that level. But the bounce is, you know, highly likely to happen at that level. That is if we do go down there, by the way. Let's go. Pablo, yes, good support, says Aditya. Aditya knows his TA. We are getting that like button going up, guys. What absolute legends. Support, says Aditya. We getting that like button flying right now. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Like button to the moon. Like button to the moon, guys. If you enjoy here the education, technical analysis, levels, me going through the chat. Ondo, please, Andy. Let's take a look at some altcoins on demand. Ondo, US dollar. Let's go right away. What is Ondo telling us on the chart, on the higher time frames? Woof. Big consolidation here on Ondo. To be honest, I'm really not a fan of this range. Very choppy during the last few weeks. No doubt, Ondo has been exploding. Of course, Ondo was on the radar for BlackRock. Phew. I think the best thing here is we are forming a little bit of a symmetrical triangle right there. A large symmetrical triangle. We are inside of a major range for the last few weeks since late March, and the value area high is acting as resistance from this range. We've got big rejection here just yesterday from the value area high. So we are getting supported today from the point of control. So it is a little bit of a squeezed zone. It is a little bit of a squeezed zone right there. What I would take here as a possibility trading setup is either moving back up here to the value area high, failing to break so again, right? And look to speculate on a short position back down to either the point of control, and if it consolidates, take some profit here, and then if it breaks down, back down to the value area low and potentially testing this low over here. On the other side, if it does break through very aggressively and does not reject, then I would be looking for the lower high resistance right over here, which is likely in confluence with, I'm going to take out Fibonacci here, but yeah, the 0.88 Fibonacci, lower high resistance. It could continue just to the highs, but it would be looking pretty good if you do get a solid candlestick here on the 4 hourly, sorry, and close a nice 4 hourly candlestick well above this level. You could be looking for that continuation to the upside. On the other side, if we do break down on Ondo, the point of control, yeah, this is going to be a major sign of weakness. If we break down point of control of this range, which is holding very nicely between yesterday and today, look how many candlesticks we've been printing here, maintaining that level as, you know, very nicely as support. So the bounce is possible. However, if it breaks down, I would expect the price to get a major move down. I would be looking for some short trades on the bounce if we do create a solid breakdown beneath the point of control of the range. Look, you're targeting the value area low basically. In a squeezed range. So yeah, this is basically what I cannot say. Ondo is going to hit all-time high in a matter of 2 weeks, right? That would be really random, and it's just not my style to predict something that I don't know and nobody knows. We need to level trade and understand a sign of strength or a sign of weakness. If we break down from certain levels, this no doubt is a swing failure pattern level. This could test the lows, get back up. That would be insanely bullish. If we do come back down here, because this is an ascending, this is a symmetrical triangle from an uptrend. And if you come back down and test the value area low and these pivot lows from April, and you get back above the value area low, oh my goodness, this is a great long position. No doubt you've failed to move down. You've claimed the liquidity beneath this level. You've filled in some orders. You're not breaking down. You're likely going to come up to the next liquidity zone, which would be the highs, right? understanding liquidity areas and the possible trading setups here on Ondo. So that's a little bit of, and keeping it simple in a nutshell. I'm not going to get a bunch of moving averages here and stochastics and Ichimoku clouds here just no, guys, keeping it simple. Liquidity zones, right? Liquidity zones and value levels, and understand what could be the next play, just with a few little things on the chart, right? Not going too crazy. Pablo has just become, welcome to the community, Paugo Baragan. Thanks for joining, my man. Smash up the like button. Welcome. Much love to you. Can you look at BTC on the 5-minute chart? Do you see a rounded bottom? We love bottoms, guys. Double, triple. The more bottoms we have, the better. So look at this. Yesterday, bang, bottom, bottom, bottom. We love bottoms because, yeah, we can do many things with bottoms, guys. It's incredible what we can do with bottoms. We can get into a long trade, right? In this case, let's go on the 5-minute time frame here, because I have someone here from the community, from the comment section, asking me about Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame. Yes. What about the 5-minute time frame? What about it? Rounded bottom. A rounded bottom. Yeah, you are talking about this, right? You could speculate that this does look like an Adam and Eve double bottom. It's more of an Eve and an Adam, because Adam and Eve is like this, and this is Eve and Adam. These names. If you do break through very nicely here, these highs, the previous day value area high, and yeah, if you break above, it doesn't need to be the previous day value area high. It's the value area high of this fixed range zone from the last few days, right? If you do break above this value area high, this could be looking very good. This could be looking very good. You know what I am concerned about is a back test from the failed auction level. We had a failed auction right there, and this failed auction level could get back tested, and it could fail to move higher. But there would be a good long trading setup here if we were to break through this. I mean, these highs have been, this is massive resistance. It's the value area high of the range. Let's keep it that way. We SFP'd from the dead cat bounce high, which gives you a short trigger. The point of control of this range is not holding too well at the moment. This ain't looking too great. This ain't looking too great. If we move down here for all of those longers, if we start moving down here aggressively beneath the point of control, we are holding it by a thread. It's not going to be looking too good. We could be testing the lows of today and yesterday, the previous day lows. Yeah, it looks like we are losing it. We are losing the level, and previous day lows right over here, if I'm not mistaken, it is this one. We have the threat of the price coming back down and maybe moving down low here if we do lose this higher volume level. Let me just get this session volume profile out of the way. So previous day lows is sitting here at 62,650. I am speculating on that level to be hit, to be honest. What do I mean by I'm speculating for this level to be hit? Yeah, we're losing that point of control of the range. This ain't looking too great. I got someone calling me a clown in the comment section because saying that if I'm short, I am wrong. Well, guess what? I'm in a short position. I'm in a short position, and maybe this is going to bank me $1,000 in maybe not. Maybe I'll get stopped out at break even after this rise to the upside. You know, hey, level to level trading as always. I don't, you know, be respectful. Be respectful. I try to stay as real as it gets, and talking about local levels of resistance, local levels of support, and, you know, stay respectful for the people, okay? Don't get me mad. Let's go right away. Wow, we're getting a lot of people. Membership. Oh my goodness, we got a membership. Massive. Wow. Oh my goodness, lots of members here joining right now. Absolutely epic. 𝗕𝗏𝘆, brother, thank you very much. Aditya. Guys, by the way, go and check out 𝗕𝗏𝘆's channel because he is providing daily updates as well on Bitcoin, on altcoins. He's in the comment section. 𝗕𝗏𝘆, shout out to you. He's also a moderator on the channel and he's got great technical analysis, guys. Go and check him out. He is in the comment section. 𝗕𝗏𝘆, throw a comment right away so people can actually check you out. Shout out to 𝗕𝗏𝘆. People are absolutely loving 𝗕𝗏𝘆. Some people prefer 𝗕𝗏𝘆 than me, which is totally understandable. Let me get that link of yours, guys. I'm going to get that link of 𝗕𝗏𝘆. They're having problems with your name today. Shout out to you, 𝗕𝗏𝘆. Go and follow 𝗕𝗏𝘆 right away. Is an absolute legend. Provides incredible alpha. Let's go through the super chats. I'm going to scroll up here because Aditya told me there was a super chat. There's a super chatos, hermanos. Let me go right away. Sean, how are you doing? Do we see a long volume trade on the 5 minutes? 63,370, 64,000. Do we see a long volume trade? Like I said, I am in a short position. From here, we've lost the point of control of the range. We'd have to see a big recovery above it for me to think that we are going to move up. So do we have a volume trade set up? Do we see a long volume trade on the 5 minute? 63,300, 64,000. Yeah, no, I don't see it. If you're talking about volume strategy, yeah, volume strategy here, not really. Do we have a long setup here? Do we see long volume trade on the 5 minute? Yeah, long volume trade on the 5 minute. I think you are talking about. Yeah, for me, no. Yeah, if you're talking about volume strategy, I don't see it. Especially when you analyze the higher time frame. We're losing the point of control of this mini range that we've had during the last few days. This is really not a level for me personally to take a speculative long position right there. It's a big no-no. Currently where we at. Could it bounce from here and get an epic move to the upside? Well, absolutely yes, but it's not a trading setup for me right there at this range that you're talking about, Sean. Syed, buddy, great TA. Please look at Jupiter and GMX. Okay, let's take a look at that right away. Guys, what the heck with this? All of this gifting. Prem, what the heck's going on? Is this a bot that's gone through my, oh my goodness. 100 members, what's going on here? Prem. My goodness, I think we got a bot here that's gone through the CME gap daily time frame, $62,000. We go and dump before CME gap daily time frame. So someone's saying that we got a CME gap on the daily time frame at $62,000, and we should be going down. Yeah, CME gap. Oh, it's not, well, we don't have it here on the daily time frame. We don't have it. No, there's no CME gap here at $62,000. What you on about? Legends. I want one, please, bot. Yeah, we got a bot here taking over. I don't know what the heck's happened. YouTube is really crazy with bots lately. They're going absolutely crazy. Priyam, can I get a membership too? Andy, 200 memberships. Yes, sir. Stop spamming. Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I didn't put the 10-second 10-15 second on the spam here today. I forgot about that, so this is why the chart is the comment section is just going crazy. Let's go and continue here with, yeah, comment section is just going absolutely crazy. Memberships pumping. Some people really appreciate this free content. The rest of us poor people can opt for smashing the like button, says 𝗕𝗶𝘴𝗫 boy. Seb, thank you very much for joining the stream, my brother. Very much appreciated. Legends, I want to go through some news. I want to go through some news and data that is going on here for Bitcoin and, you know, basically what is happening. Have you checked this out, guys? This is from Bitcoin Magazine. New Ohio State commencement speaker talks Bitcoin in front of 60,000 people and gets booed. This was absolutely crazy, guys. I ain't gonna put it here, but you can check him out. He was basically talking about Bitcoin in front of over 60,000 people, and he got booed. It was a huge, I think it's a stadium here from Ohio. And people were disagreeing very aggressively. They were like, boo. It's pretty crazy, guys. I'm not going to play it out here. But yeah, this was really, really surprising, to be honest. People will be booing Bitcoin even at $200,000, right? Very, very crazy. I would not expect that. I would expect people saying, yay, come on, Bitcoin. But there's a lot of people that are against Bitcoin. This would be normal 5 years ago, but now, come on, with BlackRock being involved, ETFs, Hong Kong ETFs, it's pretty weird, right? So anyway, that was pretty disturbing to watch, guys. Make sure to check it out in the US, in Ohio. Never has there been such a buying spree by high net worth Bitcoin, okay, holders as happened in the last 2 months with BTC ranging between 60 and 70k. From Willy Woo here. Massive buying spree here, going absolutely bananas. This is really crazy, huh? This is saying to me, and these are accounts. Well, this is basically wallets, right? Holding in between 100 and 1,000 Bitcoin, roughly in between $6.5 and $65 million. If this is going on at all-time high, this is a high probability that this is a reaccumulation area. It's reaccumulation. Data does not lie. Why would we see this huge amount of buying pressure at all-time high? Well, basically because of the halving, because of ETFs. So no doubt in my mind, whether the price goes down to $52,000, the end of the bull run is far away, because you could not have this huge amount of buying pressure here during the last few weeks on Bitcoin. It's just gone out. It's really, really crazy, right? So this is just telling me that this zone at 50, 60k, 70k if you wish, is a reaccumulation area. No matter if it drops to 50k or even 48k, would be my ultimate level as a bearish case. It's likely to be a reaccumulation zone. And this is also taking into consideration the Bitcoin exchange inflows hits the lowest level since 2015 at 20,000 Bitcoin. This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. There's no doubt that the supply on exchanges has a big, massive lower high downtrend since 2017. Yeah, this is just inevitable that this is just going to continue to the downside unless we see a massive major world event and we're going to get a spike and everybody does not want to hold Bitcoin and they want to sell it as soon as possible, right? Which would be a very, very rare event. I wouldn't think that this event would be sustainable, and I don't think it will happen. Basically everybody selling Bitcoin right at the same time. It's just unrare, not likely to happen. Robinhood versus the SEC. Robinhood founder says he will challenge SEC in court to defend crypto business and establish regulatory clarity after SEC issued Wells notice. Robinhood, big broker in the US, defending crypto. Yesterday's ETF flows came in at $217 million, which is good. We have BlackRock with 21.5 million, and right now we are seeing GBTC with inflows. They were having outflows for over 80 days, and they're having inflows now during the last couple of days. So no more selling pressure from GBTC, guys. What do you think about that? It's kind of bullish, right? Mid-long term. South Korea's winning party to allow spot Bitcoin ETF in the country soon. Okay, this is good. This is bullish. This is long-term thing. So yeah, right. Let's continue right away through the comment section. Let's go right away. In the case of a rise in the coming days, we will confirm the distribution stage on the Wyckoff pattern. What do you think, Andy? In case of a rise, we would confirm a distribution on the Wyckoff pattern. Let's take a look at that. I haven't been taking a look at any Wyckoff patterns lately. We'll just zoom out on the daily chart right over here and talk about that. Wyckoff distribution. We got several scenarios on a Wyckoff distribution here. Looking at the daily, this could be a spring point on an accumulation. To be honest, it's also a scenario. Let me just quickly check here on the Wyckoff patterns right away, legends. And Wyckoff distribution. We got several distribution scenarios, and I think you are talking about this one right over here. You're possibly talking about this as a distribution to get into this zone right over here, right? The thing about this the $65,000-$66,000 range is very disturbing. And no doubt that the liquidity from $67,000 could be swept and then moved down. It is possible. It is definitely a possibility. And then you're looking at this distribution maybe to play out. And the only reason why I would think that we'd get a small distribution in the coming months, the only reason why I think this is also looking at the candlestick on the monthly, guys. There's so many different scenarios. We've printed a tweezer candle or an engulfing monthly bearish candle, guys. A lot of people are talking about the weekly, but higher time frames are stronger than the lower time frames, right? So everybody's going pretty crazy with this weekly bullish hammer candle. This is it. This is all-time high. Look what happened here previously. And I do agree, no doubt it is a bullish candlestick, a hammer candle right there. It is bullish. Look what happened here with the one in January. We printed a hammer candle, boom, we came back to the highs and even higher. However, people are forgetting to zoom out to higher time frame levels and understand that, higher time frame is much stronger. And there is this tweezer candle that I do not like one single bit, guys. Engulfing candle or tweezer candle, whatever you want to say, okay? For me, they're both kind of the same. They're valid. Getting that big close, well, not big, but it's closing beneath the April close was beneath the March open. And this is higher time frame bearish. And what happens a lot on these candlesticks is that they do retrace to the 50% zone from the previous month and then roll down. We were just off a few $100s here. It could wick above it, okay, no doubt. It could still wick above it, go to 67k. I would still consider that this could end up bearish. This is a bearish monthly candlestick. I'm sorry. It's something that it is very disturbing to the eyes. And so, you know, it's pretty curious. I love to get my cup of coffee in the morning and go through Twitter. Twitter is great for information, bad information, good information. There's a lot of information. I haven't seen one single tweet from you know, TA guys that I follow on Twitter talking about this monthly 𝗖𝗍 candle or engulfing bearish candle. They're all talking about the weekly hammer. It's like, you know, hey, these are people that are very emotionally bullish, right? They only talk bullish, 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 right? I talk bullish and bearish. We like to take a look at both scenarios, as I am a day trader and a scalper, and I get into shorts and longs, so inside of the day. But yeah, it's pretty fun to see people that are just talking about the bullish reaction here from this weekly hammer candlestick, and they're forgetting to zoom out a little bit and say, hey, this candle is not great. This is not a typical candle that you have the next month being green, right? Could it be because this is Bitcoin and Bitcoin's great and we love Bitcoin and Bitcoin's going to 100k in the next coming months? Yes, but regarding candlesticks, this is not great. You know, when we zoom out and we analyze these kind of candlesticks, and there is not many to be say. There's not many, to be honest. But it's either to the green side. If you got this, right, 𝗖𝗍 bullish candle, you have price action continuing to the upside. If you have it right over here, right, again, same scenario, 𝗖𝗍 candle or engulfing, price moves up. Look what happened though. It did actually retrace down. Where did it retrace down? Look at this, legends. 50% pivot low right there to the pivot high. Even the 618 almost. Yeah, it did actually tap the 618. So you got this 𝗖𝗍 candle to the upside, and this is in the bear market, and had a massive bullish reaction. The monthly did come down to around about 50%, 618 from the monthly close and open, and then back up again. Okay? And you can see these candlesticks, and I can already tell you that 8 or even 9 to 10 of them, they play out. They play out to their favor, right? So, I mean, this is the monthly chart, guys. We haven't got really much. Yeah, but we got one right over here, right? Monthly 𝗖𝗍 right there. Boom. Or engulfing. What happens? Yeah, you get the rise the next month, but then you come down. You check all of them. Check all of them. I can already tell you 9 out of 10. Well, let's lower the number. I mean, it's very rare to see one that is actually not playing out. You got this one right over here. Overall, this one did get the reversal, okay? This one did get the reversal right there. You got a 𝗖𝗍 candle right there, an engulfing one. You did have a bearish month the next month a little bit. It did close red, but then the price obviously recovered. It was a bit of a doji candle right there. Well, not even a doji. It's just stopped there and closed almost at the same level. Then got the reversal. So anyway, just something to take into consideration here. Just something to take into consideration. I'm not going to go through this anymore. Just going to go through the comment section. Just higher time frame scenarios, guys, to take into consideration. Levels to take into consideration before we end up the live stream. And I'll go through that super chat right away, John West. The levels of interest here is swing failure pattern from the local highs of today, value area high, previous day value area high. This zone over here, the main reason why I shorted this level and looking possibly to claim these lows okay, on 𝗬𝟎, I use a lot of exchanges, guys. Speculation that we could come back down and test the previous day lows and the weekly and the value area low of the range. By the way, guys, 𝗬𝟎, I still use it, okay? I'm talking about Bybit and bluffing. 𝗬𝟎 will KYC in a few months. 𝗬𝟎 has the lowest fees out there, okay? The fees on 𝗬𝟎 are extremely low. They're very, very low. So this is why I still, I'm happy to trade on 𝗬𝟎 as well. And I don't mind doing KYC. And you do have the insane bonus on 𝗬𝟎 as well. That so many exchanges have their good things, right? 𝗬𝟎 has the lowest fees. Bluffing has the highest bonus. And it's going to be no KYC for a long, long time. And then you have Bybit, of course, being the most legit platform out there, right? The most transparent, with the biggest track record. So they all got their good stuff and their bad stuff. Let's go right away. I'm going to be here clear in a nutshell, guys. If we do manage to recover, this is going to be a crucial point here, the value area high of the range. This could definitely trigger the price action to continue to the upside. If we wick back above today's highs and get back below, this is not going to be looking good. This will be weak. I will be speculating in a short position again if we do fail to break out the today's highs. In a nutshell, we break through very solidly with high volume. I'm looking for this to flip as support and possibly continue to the upside to get above the highs here from Monday. If that does not happen and we swing failure pattern and we consolidate and we trade back beneath the value area high of the range, would be speculating on another short position. And if we do come down in the next coming hours between today and tomorrow, this is really strong support, no doubt, the weekly. But I would be, if we come, you know the deal. The more you tap a level, now it's getting disturbing. Would I long again if we do come down to that weekly? I'm going to say no. We've been tapping it too many times, guys. The more you tap it, forming lower highs, I ain't going to get into a long position here. If we do come down, I would rather wait for the breakdown or the swing failure pattern from the previous day low. I put previous day point of control here, guys. Why didn't you say anything? Previous day low. I would rather look for the low to be tested of the range again, because when the lows of a range is tested, you got a probability that you could get a bounce. So I would be speculating if the price does manage to get above, even better if it gets above the weekly, right? Then I would say, okay, this was just a test. This looks pretty good to get the rally. I would rather enter a little bit late and see a sign of strength, or maybe just get into a very, very low leverage, small position, good risk management, and just because I would be targeting the highs in the coming days, and this would be a small position, and I wouldn't mind getting stopped out, right? Just like the one that I have on 𝗬𝟎. It's a small position, but if we do go down, and break through here, then it will be pretty good profits. If we do break down from the previous day low, the weekly, the value area low, if we do come down, this gets aggressive, we do not swing failure pattern, and we start moving aggressively, the range that I'm looking at is the naked point of control from Friday. I want to see the price getting a reaction and a consolidation at this zone. That is the area where I would be speculating on a swing long position back above the highs here from Monday. But I want to see magic here. I want to see magic. And when I say magic, I want to see the price dancing around here and forming a bit of a descending channel, a descending wedge, you call it, right? And then look for long in the lows. If it falls here, if it waterfalls, don't worry. I ain't going to long add to the position or do any of that silly trading. Let's take a look at the altcoins here for John West. XCN looking good, baby. Let's take a look at that one right away. Then I'll go through the super chat from 𝗬𝟎𝘺 Argentina, baby. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Let's take a look at XCN right away. Boom, boom. Guys, can we get that like button? Where's the like button going right? Where is it? We have 500 people on the stream. Hey, come on. We can get this like button to 400 likes, legends. I've been here over an hour. I'm here for you. Smash it up, guys. We are almost at 300 likes. We can get this to 400 likes in the next coming seconds, guys. Share that love, that support. And let's take a look at 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽 here for my man, John. On the chart, Coinbase. I guess we can go with Coinbase right away. This is looking very... Oh, this actually looks pretty good. Looks pretty juicy. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, this actually does look very good. I like it. 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽, Onyx Coin. I remember taking a look at this one here, Onyx Coin, 𝗖𝗺𝗺𝗽. Onyx Coin. I'm going to take a look at this one, see what it is. I don't know what this is, but it does look pretty good. It's a bit of a 1-2. Like for pink hair, yeah, that never happened. We never got to 1,000 likes, so no pink hair. But if it does get to 1,000 likes, guys, pink hair for the next live stream. So Onyx here, it does look a little bit like a 1-2-1-2. It actually looks very juicy here. We are holding here this higher low support momentum from the last few months. It looks pretty good here for a 1-2-1-2, right? Oh my goodness, this could end up in a huge massive third wave. When we do create 1-2s on Elliott wave theory, third wave just goes absolutely bananas. When you do have, and the timing, what you want to see here is very similar. Look at the movement. They look like they're twins. They are twins. The projection are twins. And that is what you want to see on a 1-2-1-2 on Elliott wave theory. You want to see twins. The more twins they are, the more likely it's going to be bullish. And woof, it looks very interesting, no doubt. This looks very interesting. Projection, you're looking for that 1.618. And this is obviously looking at the daily chart. So this would be, it's going to be a few months for that possible projection here. You might claim the low once more. If you do come back down to the low in your swing failure pattern, that is the moment, baby. That is the moment. If you do get the chance on Onyx to come back down, even though I think these are good, I have no idea about the project, but would speculate that this is not a bad entry zone for your spot bags. You get the deal. Big massive pump, big retracement, consolidation, bang, dump. You are actually consolidating here. It would be nice to test those lows. If you test those lows, get back above, that is going to be looking pretty interesting here for the price to recover very nicely here. That's what I can say here on Ondo. It looks very juicy on the chart, no doubt. Looks like a 1-2-1-2 on Elliott wave theory, and this ain't bearish. This corrective move ain't bearish. Let's go right away through the next super chat. Membership hype. There is Tom Crown. We have a collaboration. We have a collaboration that we need to do, my man. Tom Crown here in the comment section. Shout out to him, guys. Go and check him out if you don't know him already. He also does lives and daily updates on technical analysis, the markets, crypto. Go and check him out. He is here in the comment section. We need to do a collaboration, my man. We've been talking about this many months. We haven't done it yet. So it will happen at some point, no doubt. Let's take a look at the next super chat here from Villaseñor. Andy, please take a look at SNS. Do you see it go lower or pump from here? Many coins making similar double bottoms and falling wedge patterns. Do you see them play out, or can they still get invalidated? Let's go right away with SNS. SNS. Is this the one? Synesis 1. Let's take a look at Synesis 1 right away on the chart. Where shall we go with 𝗬𝗶𝗴𝗫, or shall it Bitmart, Mexi, Sonoros? Let's take a look at SNS here on. Okay. You are saying that this is, yeah, a little bit of a double bottom. I mean, no doubt. But you know where that long trigger was, right? It was at the bottom, at the second bottom. Right now, extremely risky to speculate that this is going to break through. This is looking at the daily chart. But the long trade for this will, you know, is you've missed it already. You've missed that long trade, which is the double bottom that formed just last week. It's a swing failure pattern on the daily. You did not manage to close that daily after the breakdown from the lows. That's already your long trigger for a swing long trade to claim the last lower high that has been claimed already during yesterday and today. And now this is a rejection point, gotta say. It is actually a rejection point. There's no way I would be cautious. You might have the price coming down again in this wedgie structure. This ain't a zone to get into a long and hype the double bottom. I would rather wait for a confirmation breakout from this lower high. That's the lower bottom. That's the double bottom neckline. If you do close that daily candlestick above this lower high over here on SNS, you have extreme high probability to come back here to this daily lower high candlestick, right? So if we do get that box, this is the zone where you will likely hit if you close that daily right over here. And you would just look for long trading setups here following the trend. That is the double bottom target zone, right? If you do take a look at the pivot high to the pivot low, you go with a classic double bottom projected target. It is actually coming back up here to test the lower highs from this descending triangle structure that you had here back in March. It's no doubt it's a classic target zone. If you get above this high right there and you close that daily candlestick above for a confirmation, you can long here. There's no doubt you can long during the next coming days. You can get into some great day trade long positions all the way up to this high. So that's my take here. I would be cautious. This is still lower highs. The double bottom needs to break out from that lower high. And if you wanted to long, you had to long, 5 days ago, right over here at this zone. And I would consider taking profits right now where we at if you did long here on this one, or because you're basically hitting this lower high right there, and it is struggling right very, very much. This could just be another lower high. You're expecting this high to be hit, but this could move back down to the lows, especially if Bitcoin gets a corrective move. This is a little bit my take here, just looking at the higher time frames on SNS. Legends, thank you very much. Super chatos, hermanos. Hi there, Andy. Anne, how are you doing? Can you take a look at Ethereum, please? Let's take a look at Ethereum, all right? No more super chat, legends. No more super chats. Dumpy Boot Boy. Seb, Aditya, thank you very much, guys, for the insane support. We got over 322 likes. Did Tom Crown forget to smash the like button? I think he did. I'm sure he's gone already. I'm sure he pissed off. He just came in to say hi and get out. If you are still here, Tom Crown, leave a comment. Shout out to you. Brr, Ethereum. Oh my goodness. It's been quite a bit of time since I haven't taken a look at Ethereum. It's not my main asset where I trade. The only asset that I trade 85% of the times is Bitcoin. But Ethereum, they've got some levels here. What can I say about Ethereum? It looks like that we do have a little bit of unfinished business here, which is the lows here from April. And yeah, why not come back down and test the lows from April? That would be an epic level right there to consider a swing failure pattern. We are holding pretty nicely the value area low of this entire range of March and April. This is looking at the daily chart. I'm not going to do lower time frame analysis. We are forming a little bit of a lower high here resistance. Could we be forming a bit of a channel formation? Which mainly is bullish and should break to the upside. I would consider a test of the April lows, as there is unfinished business here from the last few days. We did not come down to this low, and if it does come down right there, I would consider a swing failure pattern from that level and see if it does recover But I want to see that daily close above the low here from April, and then we can consider a swing long position, all right, based on recovering back above the value area low of the range. If it starts struggling here, I would be defensive, because this could definitely fail to move to higher levels, right? You need to be a bit defensive. This is looking at the daily chart. So higher time frame scenarios on Ethereum. What would be bullish on Ethereum here, and I would be expecting a significant rally, would be a daily candle close above the wick here that was created on the 28th of April. I would consider already that being quite bullish, and of course you would be breaking above, okay, you would be breaking above the lower high resistance trend line and the monthly level, right? We've got a monthly level on Ethereum here that has been big resistance just last week at the end of April. So when we go through the monthly, right, old monthly level, it's been an old monthly level here from 2022. I still have it on the chart. I like old monthly levels, just because it's a monthly level, it's a higher time frame level, and we need to take it into consideration whether it's broken or not. Daily levels and weekly levels, yeah, I take them off the chart once they've been pierced through a few times. But monthly, I like them, even though they've gone through. And we have been providing big resistance during the last few weeks from that monthly level. We would have to get a daily close above that monthly level for me to consider that this is looking pretty good, and we are going to see some more upside momentum to possibly claim the value area high of the range and these highs. This will be bullish. We need to see that bullish. I would be happy to get into some day trade long positions if we do get above that monthly level and the lower high resistance here on Ethereum, where we did get rejection here the last couple of weeks in April. We did get rejection, so we need to break above that level. Then we can talk about higher levels. I am a day trader and a scalper, so very rarely I get into swing trades. So I would be happy to get into long positions based on that sign of strength. Khaled, thanks for the super chat, my man. Hi Andy, I clicked on 𝗵𝗺 gift link and got charged $74. Can please check if I accidentally bought 50 memberships, lol. If so, can you please cancel it? My goodness. Well, if that is on YouTube, my goodness. I clicked on 𝗵𝗺 gift link and got charged 50. Guys, be careful. Be careful by clicking on any of these links. I've got a bot here that is going crazy, guys. Be careful. Be careful, okay, on YouTube. I don't want to say that you got scammed, but I will look at that right away, okay? So yes. You Legends, thanks for the gift. I will let you know. Khalid, let me know on Telegram. Send me a DM. But be cautious, guys. And if it's on YouTube, there's nothing I can do. That is for sure. There's nothing I can do there or if it's beta from YouTube. Legends, thank you very much for joining the stream. We got Bitcoin with a bit of dumpy. I'm speculating that the previous day lows and the lows of the range, it either breaks the value area high in the coming hours, or it breaks the lows and then we get the volatility. Let's see what happens here, or break up here and let's see what happens. These are the trading zones. Stay cautious to the downside, I would say, with an SFP from previous day lows, because you're losing the weekly, you're losing the value area of the range. No doubt it's a long-in zone. Manage risk accordingly. It could break down very aggressively and we're going down to the low 62k levels. Stay cautious, Legends. If we do break above that value area high very nicely with a solid move, I would be expecting price to continue. If we do break above, it's just a wick and we consolidate back beneath, I would be speculating on another short position. That is if I do get stopped out at break even from this nice little day trade short position. Let's see if we do get back beneath 62,600 here. That would be my target zone. I'll be taking profits right over there. See if we bank $1,000 for the day. It would be nice. Anyway, Legends, thank you very much for joining. Remember, you do have the links to these exchanges. 𝗬cie has the lowest fees. I got to say, 𝗬cie is is great. I'm going to still continue trading on 𝗬cie. I'll be trading on bluffing on the copy trading account. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited for that. It is full at the moment. I'm going to try and extend it to 500 slots. I'm not sure if it's possible. Somebody said that there's 500 slots on a copy trading account. I'm going to speak to bluffing right away, just in case some more people want to join in on that copy trading. Legends, thank you very much for joining. Stay safe, trade safe, and I'll see you in the next one.